Might as well get everything together. My wife got me that for up in the man cave. That's going to be a thing. If you guys ever come across one of the big, massive dip signs, please, please let me know. Let's see if we can find a spot. I'll hang this and it'll look good for the video. Will that work? Nope. Maybe if we just ram her in there. Perfect. Is it blurry? Alright, we'll check the video. Alright, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Matt or Snussycopen here. So, I know a lot of you guys love when I used to do the dip videos. Now, a lot of you know the whole YouTube Skull, Copenhagen, bullshit, copyright stuff that all went on. And I really have not been posting a whole lot of dipping tobacco content. And truthfully, a lot of it has to do with, there's only so much that you can do with dip. Truthfully, I mean, we made skullberry smoothies. If you guys haven't checked that out, that was freaking disgusting. But there is a video of that. That was the 500 subscriber special. Now we're up to 2,000 subs. So that is freaking awesome that we hit 2,000 subs and we hit 40,000 followers on Instagram. You guys are freaking awesome. Even though all the stuff with YouTube and Copenhagen and everything like that, we still kept the Snussycopen name, whichever way that you guys want to pronounce it. You know, we did keep that along the whole time. So today, instead of doing like your traditional dip video, I am doing a tobacco video today. Well, I should say dip video, but it is not the typical dip that you would think. Alright, so for today's dip video, we are going to do Cannadips. Now, I don't know if that's going to work out perfect with how I just set up the camera and everything in the background. So I'm going to double check that because I kind of want to use that as my thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Like, just kind of with the dip sign in the background. And yeah, let's check and see how that looks. Alright, so it ended up looking alright. So unfortunately, I had to spit out my Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen, which is my daily go-to dip, in case anybody is wondering. I know a lot of people have asked what I dip on a daily basis, and it is Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen. Not for, I don't want to say not for any specific reason, but like back in 2000, I guess it would be like 2015, just graduated high school, money was tight, and I used to dip Copenhagen all the time, whether it was straight, wintergreen, or southern blend. And at the time, it was like $1.90 for a can of Copenhagen. So I ended up switching because Grizzly was like $1.80. Now keep in mind, prices have gone up almost $2 since 2015, but it was $1.80 for a can of Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen, which, by the way, I did not like the regular Grizzly Wintergreen. And I still to this day don't. I don't know why. There's something about it that I just don't like. But the Premium Dark Wintergreen has caught my eye, one, because it was $1.80, and they always, literally always ran a 50-cent off like pack, and there was a point in time where you could buy 2 packs, and it was like $1 off. It was freaking crazy. You'd end up getting 2 cans of chew for like $2, and it was freaking awesome. So I was like, okay, I don't like the regular Grizzly, but I will give the Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen a try, which, by the way, now they got these really sick American flag cans out right now, which I love it. Honestly, when I went to the gas station to go buy a can a couple weeks ago, I'm like, oh, I'll take Grizzly Premium Dark Wintergreen. And the guy pulled up this can. I'm like, what the hell? Like, Premium Dark Wintergreen never has a special can. Normally it's Copenhagen, like their normal stuff, and Grizzly does it on like their original stuff, like the just regular wintergreen and straights and stuff like that. So when they first popped out this can, I was like, dude, that is freaking sweet. But anyway, now that that is out of my mouth and we can spit, not to burst anybody's bubble, obviously being in Pennsylvania, we cannot get the THC Cannadips. But instead, we do have the CBD pouches, which I'm sure you guys can kind of see right here. They are the CBD pouches, which it's 10 milligrams per pouch. Honestly, the can looks really cool. I'm not going to lie. Like, if there's something that really can attract your eye to like buying any type of dip, is the appearance of the can. So like I used to work at a Sheetz, which is just a like convenience store gas station when I was in high school, and I used to love the smell, and this sounds really weird, but I used to, like, if I was ever working the register, I would smell the different dip cans because you can kind of like smell through and see what they kind of smell like. And my second actual pinch that I've ever had of tobacco was Skull Apple. Now, obviously, a lot of you guys have heard my story before about the first time that I dipped, and that was my older brother gave me half a can of Copenhagen Southern Blend, and at the time, I was like 14 years old, and I had no idea how much you were supposed to put in your freaking mouth. So he's like, oh yeah, just grab that giant hog and throw it in your lips. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that, no problem. You know, I'm 14, you're like, oh yeah, I'm a badass, I'm putting in my first pinch. And I ended up projectile vomiting all over the place. So it was kind of like a bad situation doing that. But I was like, nah, I'm hell-bent for election to dip because, you know, working on farms and stuff like that, you know, I used to bale hay. I was like, okay, let's figure out a dip that I like. You know, so when I was working for the farms and I was milking and doing other stuff like that, like, you just, rather than smoking a cigarette, because unfortunately that's how I lost my grandmother, was due to cigarettes, I figured, okay, we will do smokeless tobacco. So a long story short, I was working for not only the Sheetz, but I was also working for the municipal building, which was kind of like, when I turned 18, it started out as I transferred over to like the highway crew. So I would pave roads, plow snow, like do all that fun stuff, which I still do a lot of stuff like that today. All right, anyway, so not only did I continue talking on for like 3 additional minutes, my wife ended up calling me and I had my volume off, and it completely stopped recording. So as I was saying, when I was 16, I was working for like a little public park that was part of the municipal building that they took care of, just doing landscaping, trimming trees and stuff like that. So my boss was like legitimately never there. So I'm like, I'm 16, if I get a can of dip, nobody's gonna tell me I can't do it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm outside, it's not that big of a deal. So I actually had one of the guys that worked with me at Sheetz, you know, hook me up with my first can. You know, I gave him the cash, obviously. I'm not gonna give away names or anything to get anybody in trouble, but he bought me over my first can. I was like, Skull Apple, man. I gotta try it. So I tried Skull Apple, and, you know, I was working, I'm sitting there on a zero-turn mower, and I'm like, dude, now's the freaking time. I'm gonna put it in. So I ended up putting in some Skull Apple, and let's just say it was not the best. Now, can smell great when I sat there, you know, behind the counter and stuff like that. I was like, dude, this freaking smells amazing. It smells just like apples. And you put it in, and you're like, yeah, it's like apples mixed with piss and shit. Anyway, if you guys are going to try any type of flavors through Skull, I highly recommend peach and cherry. I would stay away from the berry and the citrus. I mean, even the cherry it's kind of like cough syrup, but it's a lot more tolerable. It's like one of those like occasional dips. It's like if you get tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again, excuse me, dipping wise, just throw in a little pinch of freaking cherry every once in a while and it'll be good. I prefer the peach. Now, this is where I'm going to say fuck Skull, because Skull, obviously the whole YouTube stuff, but Timberwolf has a better peach. If you guys like peach and you like do dip peach on the daily, or wow, yeah, if you dip Skull peach on the daily, I recommend trying Timberwolf. I'm not sure if the price is a little bit higher. I highly doubt it, but the overall quality of Timberwolf peach, in my opinion, is a lot better. But anyway, enough talking about all of that stuff. Let's get into this, which obviously, like I said, it is just the CBD, so you guys can kind of see it is uncracked. So the cool thing is like dip cans in general, you get attracted to what the cans look like I said earlier. This is a really like cool looking can, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit bigger than your traditional can. Now, so you guys can't call me bullshit for not actually having Cannadips, just having an empty can. I just pulled the freaking wrapper off. So a size comparison, between the two is, you can actually see they're just a little bit bigger. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to tell that, but they're obviously a little bit wider and just the slightest bit taller. But these, obviously, don't take these and think that you're just going to get freaking high, because you're not. You're really not going to get high. Now, if you have the THC and you end up like throwing a bunch of them in your mouth, okay, then something might happen. But let's read the back here. Let's see here. Insert 1 pouch between your cheek and your gum. Swallow your saliva and keep pouch in your mouth for 15 minutes to 2 hours for full effect. Okay, let's do it. So, obviously, with it being pouches, you don't have to sit there and, you know, just like your freaking cans and just go side pack, head nog. Alright, no, you don't have to do that. They're just freaking pouches. So you just crack open the can, and so you guys can see they are all inside there, all 15. I'm not really one for following labels, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 2. We're going to put 1 down on the bottom, and then, you know, a lot of people always ask, well, where did you get Snussycopen from? Well, I used to take, in school, I either used to dip Copenhagen or Snus, and if I had dip in my mouth in school, put it up top. Now, I even did that with Long Cut, and the cool thing with our school was, now obviously it's banned, you're not allowed to do it anymore. You're only allowed to have clear bottles where you can physically see that it's just water inside your stuff. But like, I used to go to McDonald's right away in the morning, and you know how McDonald's has like the white straw with the red and the yellow on either side? Yeah, I used to get those, and I'd just be sitting in class and just go, make it sound like or make it seem like I'm taking a drink out of my drink, but really there was like I would get Coke. Now, how to make sure you get Coke? It didn't matter if you got it at like 7 o'clock in the morning on your way to school. It had to be Coke, because if you're spitting inside of it, you don't want to have like Sprite and then your shit look all fucking weird. You want it to be dark, so then like if you have to like emergency like tuck your shit and, you know, just be like, oh, what's in the cup? You're like, fucking Coke. You know what I mean? You don't have to sit there and play piss off games, especially orange juice. Don't ever get freaking orange juice, because they give it to you in the clear containers. Just don't do it. But my first impression of these, honestly, now I guess you're supposed to swallow, so we're not gonna spit. So you're gonna swallow your saliva like the package says. I wonder how many of these like you can actually take. Like if you can take like the whole freaking can in your mouth and not have any issues. So 10 milligrams of CBD, 15 pouches, it's 150. Yes, I did pass math. It took me 2 times to pass Algebra 2. I had 2 math classes in my senior year, but I got her done. Don't forget that. So 150 milligrams, I don't think that would do anything, truthfully. Now, like I said, if you take the THC, whole different situation. I will say that like the minty flavor that is in this, you could definitely taste it. That is 100%. They taste good, actually. It's like if you've ever had Snus Frost and you're like sitting in class and you're like, yep. Honestly, it feels like you're like chewing Wrigley gum. You know what I mean? Winter Fresh. We'll go with the Winter Fresh. It does taste good. Truthfully, I don't think it tastes bad. Now, I always have sore back and sore knees, so who knows? Maybe this shit will actually like help me out and can pull it off at work and not have to worry about being in pain. But like I said, I'm not entirely sure what the total amount to be effective is going to be. Now, obviously, like it says, you have to keep it in for a while. So we're gonna keep it in for, let's just say, half an hour, see how we feel afterwards, and then we'll get back. All right, so I just nonchalantly looked at this spitter and didn't really think anything of it. Like, it's been sitting down here in the garage for like the longest time, and I had to turn my flashlight on because I was like looking down, and I'm like, dude, there's something freaking moving in there. There's all sorts of bugs that have gone inside my old spitter. So throw that with all the other dip. Oh man, you remember when we tried Derringers? Some nasty stuff. I miss you, Duramax. But anyway, for those of you guys new to the channel, while we continue to wait for like 15-20 minutes to go by, this is the Dale Marrow. For those of you guys that like automotive content, this is a 3rd gen Camaro. It's a 1992 Camaro with a 305 that's getting motor swapped. We're making it a drag car, and we're slapping every freaking Dale Earnhardt decal on it, and it's going to be freaking sweet. So then when we go to the drag strip, it looks like freaking Dale Earnhardt's there. Alright, so it's been like 35 minutes now. I've kind of lost track of time, and honestly, like, sounds weird, but like your body feels like chilled. Like, it's not like you're like fucking high or anything like that. Like, it just feels like you're relaxed. Like, you're just kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, you just kind of feel like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, it's just like like laying on the couch, fucking watching TV. Like, you're just relaxed. Like, it's just that feeling of being freaking relaxed. All right. Anyway, guys, we are going to wrap up today's video with giving Cannadips a huge A+. Honestly, the taste of it is amazing. Even, you know how like with Snus, you occasionally get those pouches that are like super juicy and you have to spit. Like, these are like a nice, mellow, like smooth. It's just like, it's really good. And honestly, I'm probably going to keep these in for a while and just see what the full effect, maybe take it out to 2 hours and see what it's like. If you guys liked the dip video today and you guys want to see more dip content, obviously I have to stay away from Copenhagen and stay away from Skull. So if you guys have ideas for dip stuff, or if you guys want to see more of the Dale Marrow and the Duramax and my wife's 4-door Jeep, do not forget to subscribe. Till next time, guys, see ya.